Hello and welcome to Season 2 of the Christian Study Abroad podcast by Living and Learning International. I'm your host, Greg Belgum. I serve as the Vice President here at Living and Learning, and I'm really excited to journey with you through some really interesting conversations here in Season 2. By way of recap, in Season 1, we followed a kind of script interviewing study abroad offices at Christian colleges and universities, profiling the people that are in positions to lead those offices and their career journey, their professional journey, and how they structure study abroad at their institutions. That was all leading us into the 2025 Christian Study Abroad Conference at Biola University. For Season 2, we're going to shift our approach a bit. We're going to dive deep on specific topics rather than profiling individuals. We'll dive deep into the issues that are important to listeners, and we'll profile the expertise of those guests that are coming on. And this will lead us into the 2026 Christian Study Abroad Conference happening April 15 to 17 in Lakeland, Florida at Southeastern University, and we hope that you'll join us there in person. But for those that are listening, I want to cue you up to a little bit of what we'll be covering here. We'll be asking some questions like, what does it mean to call something Christian? We call this the Christian Study Abroad podcast, so what does that even mean? We want to hear how Christian formation can happen in cross-cultural settings. How does faith formation take place in a cross-cultural lens? What distinguishes something as distinctively Christian global learning? And how does faith shape and animate academic, cultural, and community experiences abroad, among a lot of other themes and guiding questions? So the types of guests that we'll be having on are faculty and academic leaders within Christian higher ed, international educators, those abroad that are receiving students, practitioners and program leaders abroad running programs, as well as researchers and thought leaders across Christian higher ed in general. This conversation and this podcast is brought to you by Living and Learning, and we do run our own study abroad programs. But the emphasis for this podcast and for the conference is really to advance distinctively Christian study abroad in partnership with Christian colleges and universities. And this work is collaborative. We want to build a healthy and robust ecosystem where all parties involved can connect and collaborate and have awareness of what's going on, share ideas and best practices. So we want to highlight the people, institutions, and ideas that are shaping the field and create space for thoughtful and faith-centered conversations. So this podcast fits into kind of a broader ecosystem. I've mentioned the conference a few times. There's this podcast, and we have a forthcoming academic journal that we will be releasing in 2026 that we're very excited for, as well as ongoing faculty trainings. And so all of this is designed to build a professional community within global education. So we want to invite you to join this conversation. This audience may take a lot of different shapes. You may be a study abroad office director. You may be faculty or staff at a college or university particularly interested in study abroad. You may be student development staff that are curious about how, when your students leave your campus to go study abroad, you can support them well upon their return. You may be a senior leader at a Christian college or university wondering, how can we stand out and make our institution distinguished within the broad field, and recognize that study abroad and global education can be a part of that strategic planning. So thank you for listening, for taking time to join us. I wanted to share with you that I am personally excited for all the conversations that we have queued up. And so welcome to the Christian Study Abroad podcast, and Season 2 begins now.